It's okay.
Yeah, I tried stuttering.
3, 2, 1, action.
I forgot what it was.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
Healing isn't exactly a human ability.
Camera on. 3, 2, 1, action. Camera on. 3, 2, 1, action.
That's not all.
On. 3, 2, 1, action.
Are you crazy? That's a suicide mission.
Never touch the actual doors. Wait, can you give me the line, please?
Camera on. 3, 2, 1, action.
We'll have to inform them right away.
Let's go ahead and take it again.
Are you with us?
How's it going, everybody? My name is Jake. Welcome to Spider King Studios. This is another episode of behind the scenes footage for Runner. And in this episode, we'll be doing episode 5. Well, more like scene 5, I guess. But this will be a rather shorter episode because it's a shorter scene. But first, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, please head on up and just hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with all of our content that comes out, including short films and different behind-the-scenes footage such as this one. And if you like this video in the end, please hit the like button, show us some love. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and comment below what they are, and let's keep it moving forward. So, jumping into this scene, it's very simple and short. It's more of a kind of a plot driver scene. We have a lot of dialogue, lots of dialogue. You know, this entire movie is filled with dialogue because it's a drama. It's not really an action like some people might think we were trying to pull off, because if that's the case, it didn't turn out very well. It's more of a drama, definitely. I think the director would agree with me on that one. It's not meant to have heavy, you know, action and explosions. That was all at the end, but it's a drama, and I really love the way the script was written in that aspect. It definitely has character development. There's a lot of different aspects to the dialogue that shows what kind of people they are, and it shows the audience what kind of people they are, and they kind of bind together. Like when Ryder joins the group, there's definitely a connection that's established there because they're very welcoming, and it shows what kind of group they are rather than a worse group that doesn't accept people as much. And there was a little bit of uncertainty there with some characters not wanting him to join the group, but that's all a part of the exposition. That's all a part of the character development, showing the audience what kind of characters you're going for with the scene. So in this scene in particular, we have Luca, who has used her energy in the previous scene to heal Trace's arm, and because the blast that Valkyrie used had totally taken it out. The scars that were on his arm from a previous wound, they were completely gone, and that's why he was suffering the repercussions of it.
Tracer?
What the hell?
And following that, it leads into the next scene, and which is this one, scene 5, in which they talk about all the problems that are going on in the camp. And with Valkyrie, they can't stay there like sitting ducks anymore. They need to go out and they need to do something. The Neo Blade, which is the blade that was made by our very wonderful prop master, Alana, she made this blade, and it worked perfectly for the film, and I just want to give her a big round of applause. Thank you, Alana, for making this awesome blade on such short notice as well. Moving on, the Neo Blade was used in a previous scene, scene 2, but that was a prototype to the actual Neo Blade, and that's what they were explaining in the scene, how they need to find the real Neo Blade before Valkyrie does, because when Valkyrie does, that will be the end of it. That will be the total, you know, it's a very powerful weapon, indeed. It's really powerful, and so they just need to find it before Valkyrie does, and if they don't, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, and that's explained a little more in scene 6 too, which we'll be getting to later today. And so, when it comes to different camera angles, there's not really much to it. It was dialogue, so I did a lot of over-the-shoulder shots and you know, different side views to show everyone. And we used the Zoom H1 just like all the previous and future episodes. We used the Zoom H1 for capturing audio, and other than that, there's really not much more to it. That was scene 5. It was a very simple scene at the very end. Tracer did an awesome speech to the group explaining what needed to be done, and then we left off with a very hopeful note leading into scene 6, which we'll be getting to. So, if you enjoyed this video, once again, hit that like button and comment below if you have any suggestions for any future episodes. I want to thank you all very much for watching this, and I'll see you again in scene 6.